This is Sajna Binil and welcome to our Super Achievers series. In today's Super Achievers episode, I have Charanya along with me. Charanya has recently cleared her ECBA exam with the highest scores in most of the chapters. So, Charanya is a Java developer with 5 years of experience. She is based out of Chennai and she has moved from a Java developer's role to a business analyst role. So she's all set to embark on the new journey as a business analyst. So let's hear it out from her. How has been her journey so far, and what were the key learnings like, while she was transitioning into a business analyst role? So let's understand from her. So Charanya, tell me, what was the reason for your decision to move from a Java developer's role into a business analyst? What made you think of getting into a BA's role?
The main thing that made me to shift from development background is that in development we need to update, we need to upgrade every year. Initially I was a back-end developer. As and when the time proceeds, everybody was seeking like a full stack developer, in the sense both front end as well as back end. The front end was quite challenging than the back end because it gets updated day by day, the version gets updated. And I felt difficult to move on with that path. Also, and in another one side, I have passion towards management side, analyst, those kind of stuffs I was so interested, and I need to see what's happening in that field. So while searching for all these things, the answer came to me was the business analyst profession. And I was able to see the business analyst profession in my teammate, and he is like the way he handles his job when compared with the developer, that is something very interesting, as well as it is like exploring new things day by day, and that made me to move towards the business analyst background.
Okay. So you saw some of your colleagues in the office working as business analysts, and that triggered the interest in you.
Yes, definitely. It has triggered.
That's great. And why did you choose to take the ECBA exam?
So I have decided the business analyst profession. So if I search the job with, I have passion towards business analyst, and I know what is happening in the business analyst field. Nobody will judge me, or nobody will select me in the interview. So in order to have that, I need a proper gateway. So while searching for that, I found this IIBA and the entry level certification, for which there's no job experience required. So I have made an attempt towards this ECBA exam.
So that you get that credential and you get an edge over the others, right?
Proper gateway. So if I give my resume, they will recognize me. This person is a ECBA certified, so we can give a chance to that person and see.
Correct.
So that made me to land into this ECBA preparation.
Tell me, Charanya, while you were making this decision to move into a BA's role, were there any fears that kind of acted as a challenge for you? Any fears inside you?
It was like, I know the job nature of business analyst, but when it comes to a proper role of BA, like the BA needs to create mind maps, they have to use the Visio tools, those kind of stuff is like, I need a proper guidance, I need a complete knowledge of it. Without that, I cannot just by seeing a YouTube video, I cannot peep into that field. So I need a proper basement. So that was a thing which made me to do this ECBA. That is a challenge that we face actually.
Yeah, that's correct. Going through theory of business analysis is a different thing, and learning the actual implementation, that's what makes your career accelerate to the next level, right?
Yes. To a short period of time, we can manage with what the knowledge we have, theoretical knowledge. But to have a long run, we need
implementation knowledge.
Yes, with that only we can reach to higher levels.
Correct. So well thought after decision, Charanya. Well thought after decision. Tell me, how did the ECB Mastermind program help you with some key learnings, to get into this role?
The main concept while learning for this preparation is that all the knowledge areas, especially starting from our business analysis, planning, and monitoring, and then proceeding till requirement analysis and design documentation. Everything was like that is a proper layout from where to start and how to proceed. And how the business analyst profession should proceed further. Those kind of stuffs I can get it through these terminologies. All the chapters of knowledge areas as well as the techniques concepts also. We have to add it mandatorily because that gives a proper knowledge which one to use, when to use, and how to use.
This is one of the biggest confusion to beginner BAs, So many different business analysis techniques are there. When to use what, and or do we use everything in our projects?
Yes. It is a quite lengthy chapter consisting of 50 techniques. Which one to use and when to use is highly challenging. If you don't know the proper learnings of it, you won't be able to implement it correctly in that particular situation.
Correct. So tell me, what would be one advice that you would like to give other fellow students who are preparing for the ECBA exam?
Okay. The advice is like be regular to the ECBA study group call, the very first point. And then consistent preparation. Like if you start a chapter the day one, when you go to day 2, just revise the chapter of day 1 also, so that you will be in a continuous run. Also, have a deep knowledge of the concepts. Like there will be some questions like from chapter 3 and chapter 4. The output of chapter 3 will be linked to the input of chapter 4. Like identify business analysis, performance improvements, inputs, outputs. Those kind of stuffs will be linked to the elicitation and collaboration. So those kind of mapping knowledge we need to have. And also in the long run, like what I felt, my personal experience is like if the ECBA preparation persons are the captain of the ship and you are like a lighthouse for us. You will guide us to the correct path and where to land, how the questions will be. Everything will be it will be a cakewalk at the end if we follow your rules and then if you follow your guidance. And another one thing is like my personal advice is like don't lose the run, because I was stuck with some personal commitments. Being a mother of 10 months old child, it was difficult for me to get into a continuous run. What I made at one point is that study before the child wakes up at least for 2 hours. So that made, and when it comes to techniques chapter, I made short notes of all the 50 techniques. What are all the key terms, and then what are all the effectiveness measures, how it can be used. Those kind of stuffs I had it on my own. And for the knowledge areas, I have prepared some tabular columns. With that, I was recollecting the concepts frequently. Okay. So if you prepare properly, just 30 days is enough. Hardly 30 days is enough.
That's correct. If you plan it well, I understand from your side there were some personal challenges you faced. But if you don't have any of those challenges, 30 days is more enough time to prepare for this exam.
Yes.
Looking at the syllabus, students feel, oh, no, okay, this might go up to 2 to 3 months. No, 30 days is short. That's it.
Yes, it's like at the end we can feel like the concept is somewhat smaller, that is not too big to learn. It's easy, and by work as well as your notes that you gave, those kind of stuff has helped me. Also the practice test, and then that fastest finger round.
Fastest finger around, and reference guide, mock test. These are some of the things my students say, which has helped them a lot. So if you have the tools with you, you can get going with the exam. That's not an issue.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
So thank you very much, Charanya, for sharing your insights. I hope this video will be helpful to all the other people who are, in the pipeline preparing for the exam. It will be a very inspirational video to everyone. And that's all for this session. Thank you very much for watching.